Guys, it's me in November. It's November 18th as I'm filming this intro. I have some Diet Pepsi here. And if you're about to watch this, I just wanted to tell you that it is a chatty style catch up where I just talk about what I've been up to. I think especially from what I remember and now watching this back, I did go through a bit of a not vlogging phase. I think I just wasn't feeling my best. And that's kind of what I say in the vlog as well. But I realized when I watched this back, I missed a big thing that happened this year in the vlog, and I didn't talk about it at all. So, back when this was filmed, I uh, was catching you guys up on basically what happened since this past vlog that was posted, which was it's the I don't like mushy avocados. So after that was filmed, I have to check the dates 1 sec. I'm just checking my calendar to make sure I don't twice miss things that I want to include. I do want everything to connect and make sense. Bear with me 1 sec. Okay, so that was done filming on July 5th, which duh, I know that. And then the week of July 6th through 12th, I was really focused on content and the planner layouts and developing soft and sorted. And I was tutoring, still seeing the student that I saw over the summer. So it was quite a busy week. I was getting into the groove of things. So this throughout this entire time, I think I mentioned this in the July 5th vlog as well. We continued with our family bot. That was I think it was over a month of bot that we did every single day. It was every single day. I I made most of the sessions, but I did miss a few. But it was a big accomplishment for all of us that were involved in my family. We were really happy about it. So the bot was done by August. Within this time too, the weeks after the July 5th vlog, I had a pretty busy calendar and I kept myself going. And I think after that, and I do remember also posting about this on my IG, I had planned to launch Soft and Sorted, and that didn't end up happening because I I just had a bit of a crash. I remember that, and I remember posting on my IG story about it, which was definitely unfortunate because I had already done 2 photo shoots for Soft and Sorted. I had products developed. I just didn't get it launched. And if anything, editing this and going back to this has been a reminder of the promises I made myself at this time. So, keeping that in mind, and I'm not going to tell you guys what happens. Other than Soft and Sorted, I was I was in Cali this summer. I didn't mention that. I left for Cali on July 19th. We had a road trip. It was me, my dad's sister, her kids were there, and so was my brother. So it was a great trip. We visited family. We tried a lot of food. We went to different restaurants. Went to San Francisco. We stayed in Petaluma. I really enjoyed. I have done road trips since injuring my back before, but this one was the best for me. I had the least pain symptoms, and I felt like that was really motivating for me, and it was a turning point for me as well. And then we also were at my spiritual center that's in Petaluma over there. I had a really special time visiting and listening to the satsangs there. I feel like it was a huge turning point for me. I felt so much better afterwards, and it was exactly what I needed at that point. The crash came, the crash came really, I think it wasn't really like a big crash or anything. I wouldn't say like I didn't do anything. There is also no proof of that. I was still posting during this time. I think what happened now that I'm looking back is I felt one coming and it was kind of looming over me, but I always had something to keep me going. And that's what I would say the trip was. It kept me going. It gave me that juice to keep going. And then after that, my family, I had visited them when we were in Cali, but they also had a trip planned down here. So they visited us too, which you'll see in one of the upcoming vlogs that you'll see. It's coming up. And then also, I was dog sitting, which you will also see in the upcoming vlogs. I was dog sitting for a friend, and that catches you guys up to the point where the rest of this chatty catch up, that was really aggressive. Sorry, guys. I'm not pushing you out of here, but we are going to go back to August now because I've caught you guys up enough to make sense of everything. So at this point, when I'm talking, I have already come back from California and it is the beginning of August. I really hope you guys enjoy this one. It's a bit different from our usual format, but hey, you got to try new things, I guess.
Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. It has been a minute since I vlogged. And yeah, we are going to vlog this week. And instead of planning out my vlogs like I normally would, which is like off screen, we're going to plan this week together. And I just feel like when I vlog and then I have a plan for my vlog of what I want to film, I end up getting more done. So that's what we're going to do. To catch up, I haven't been feeling my best. I went to a family party last week. I think I got a bit sick. Also, my period was really heavy and I having symptoms of like low iron, so I also wasn't really leaving my house for a very long time, like not as much as I used to. So I feel like whenever I am around a big group of people, even like a normal sized group of people, I end up getting a little bit sick afterwards just because I do think my immune system is not what it used to be. But of course, exposure is the only way to really fix that. So I kind of just have to keep going. But yeah, it's been a shitty few days. But I still managed to get things done. I've been resting a lot. I'm taking care of two dogs right now. So my own dog and then my friend's dog. She's also was my teacher. She also was my rugby coach, but we're still pretty close. So I'm watching her dog. He's actually upstairs right now with my dog and they've been getting along really well, and I'll try to show you guys them because they're so cute. I love them. I love both of them. It's been interesting because I'm trying to make sure they both get equal amounts of attention and touch and closeness with me, and just being very cognizant of trying not to hurt both of their feelings. But I feel like the only way to really do that is if I get them to focus on each other when I'm around. So I'm trying to get them, like if I'm doing yoga around them or I'm on my laptop or watching TV or whatever, I try to get them to kind of focus on each other and then check in with me when they want to, but the sole focus not be on me or me on one of them. I don't want either of them to get jealous and upset. And I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I just, yeah. Anyways. Okay, so we're actually going to start this vlog off with doing my hair. I'm going to blow dry my hair. I oiled it yesterday with mustard seed oil, and yeah, it's ready to be dried. Other than that, nothing really new. I tutored over the summer, that, and I had that program's person ended because that was for summer school. And then I just got a call today, so already kind of scheduling for September. I know this is going to sound a bit cocky, but I feel like I'm going to be really busy with tutoring, and I'm holding myself accountable to my word, and I'll say it here. So I am going to have a maximum of a certain number of sessions or students that I'll see per day, because otherwise I feel like everything else is going to fall apart that I've been building, and I really need to focus on keeping things as balanced as possible. I cut my own hair yesterday. I'm just going to give you guys all my ramblings and life updates quickly. So I cut my own hair I haven't actually posted a long form piece of content on YouTube for about a month, but also Summer of Shorts is going strong. We end Summer of Shorts on September 21st, so I'll end it at the end of summer. And yeah, I don't know if I'll stick to one short a day afterwards, but I think I might. We'll see. We we'll see. Most likely I don't see like why I wouldn't be able to post one short a day. I have enough content to keep it going. It's more like, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll stick to doing just one a day. I guess that was kind of the motive behind Summer of Shorts for me too. It was to get used to posting once a day on YouTube. But I haven't posted a lot of the long form content. It's just not edited, my vlogs. But I kind of like the idea of doing drops, like doing 4 weeks consistently or something, and then taking a little bit of a break and then dropping more. And then, of course, this piece of content will come after those, so everything will make sense and it'll kind of be in order. And yeah, that's really my updates. I have family over from out of town. We have family weddings still. I went to one event last week. There are some more this week. I might go. The only way I won't go is if I don't feel better, because I have an ear cleaning this week that I was able to schedule with my doctor. And she said if I'm sick, we need to reschedule. So I don't want to go to another family event and then end up getting sick more or whatever, because of what I told you guys, how my immune system, like, I just pick up whatever. Anywhere I go, I pick up anything and everything. And no one was showing symptoms and no one seemed sick, so I just feel like it was just sharing of germs or whatever happened. So that's really my updates. I'm very excited for my ear cleaning this week. I've been looking forward to this. I have not had my ears cleaned professionally by like a doctor ever. So also I do the first thing I think I got asked, not the first thing, but something I feel like I got asked, it was like, can you tell? And it's like, yeah, I can tell that I need to get an ear cleaning. Like, I can feel it. So yeah, anyways, my room wall, all the painting got retouched. And yeah, I have a new idea for a beauty setup for when I'm filming beauty videos. My sister gave me, this might just be a life updates post. My sister gave me this mirror and it lights up, and I feel like I'm gonna use it. So my desk is dual purpose. I use it as an office desk, and I also use it for beauty content and beauty stuff. And then sometimes I film in the basement bathroom because the lighting's better than in my bathroom. I also have a haul that's gonna go out. So I think the haul, we'll see if it goes out before this video or after. It hasn't been filmed yet, but I have everything ready here. I'm wondering, I ordered some things from Temu. Yes, I ordered from Temu, I think it's Temu or Temu. And they're still on the way, so I'm deciding between waiting until they come, which I think I'm just gonna wait until they come. Their spinning wheel got me. There was an influencer, Tasman Dollywell. I was watching her post, and she posted like her code for Temu. I'm pretty sure it's Temu. Anyway, she posted her code, and then I ended up on the app for hours. I was on that app. And like now they got me with their wheat farming. I've been wheat farming. And then I'm like, and I cross-checked. A lot of the stuff that's on there is actually on Amazon too. It's just like you can get it cheaper on Temu, but also then factor in the fact that returns might not be as convenient as they are with Amazon. And then also delivery takes longer, so I'm gonna have to wait longer for that stuff than I did for my Amazon stuff and just those kinds of things. So But still, I'm really excited to try it out and let you guys know. So I will probably wait until that comes to film the haul. And of course, this isn't going to go up until there's like 3-4 vlogs ahead of. No, there's more than 3-4 vlogs ahead of this. Depending on how I order them, the wedding vlogs are. Oh, sorry, I just got. Okay. A notification for my TikTok. Anyways, the wedding vlogs, depending on how I separate them, so there could be between 3 to 5 vlogs before this one, just because there is a lot of content from the wedding. It was really well planned by me. Again, I will toot my horn when I deserve it. It was really well planned, and I got all the shots in that I wanted to, and I don't know, I don't want to have to cut out too much, so they will probably end up being a bit longer, and there's a lot of get readies with me, and then I did a few that are more chatty get ready with me, so just bear in mind that this post may not go up for a while. The last update that I wanted to share was I've been cutting my own hair. I finally got proper scissors. You guys have definitely seen me cut my own hair. It's been in my content. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I've been committed to learning how to cut my own hair. Also, in the back of my head, I'm like, I would like to be able to cut my own kids' hair when I have kids. And if I start practicing now, then maybe by then I'll be good. And it's just, I have baby fever. I think about kids a lot. Even when I started therapy, I told my counselor, I was like, I really just want to be a good mom. Like, that's why I'm in therapy. So, yeah. Can you tell when I can like when I talk about Basil and Loki and making sure they get equal attention, I feel like Loki is my friend's dog. I feel like it's very obvious I'm a middle child because of how like careful I'm trying to be about how much attention and stuff they get. But yeah, that's really it. That's my life updates. Financially, I feel like I've been doing a lot better. I'm feeling more confident, and I feel more like I'm in a phase where it just seems so doable to me. Like everything seems so doable to me, and I feel like for a while, and that's how I usually am, like before all of this kind of happened. But last year, I feel like I definitely, it was a bit different. Yeah, last year it felt like more like I felt more powerless for a while, which is so unlike me because I always feel like I can change things and I have so much control, though control apparently is an illusion, but you know what I mean. So I've been feeling more powerful in that sense of like I can figure this out, I can do this, like it's actually working, and yeah, just manifesting like nobody's business lately. Yeah. I feel really in tune with both sides of myself. I feel like for a while, especially in my early 20s, and you'll get the gist of this when you watch through the prologue content that's going to come out. So I have like my playlists are like prologue, and this is chapter 1. Chapter 1 is probably going to be 2025. Yeah. And then I feel like when I naturally feel like it's chapter 2, we'll change it to chapter 2, but this is all like chapter 1. And I really liked the idea of separating my page, the content, the long form content, like a chapter book. It just made more sense to me because I feel like I started this quite early, and you're gonna see the development of even my tutoring business from like it's like a micro business right now. I'm not afraid to admit that it's very small right now. I do seem to consistently have 2 students, but yeah, it's definitely a micro business right now. So it's, and even then, I think a lot of people would consider my page as more, my social media pages as more like micro/small. So it's like, I don't know. That's why I wanted to do the chapter book, because I feel like you're getting all of this straight from the beginning. of the start, like the start. So, and then the last a week or two, I think it's been about 2-3 weeks, I haven't had a student because of like summer break, and the student that I was working with over the summer, their summer school ended. So I've had a nice natural break from tutoring. And the idea was that I was going to focus on the online content creation, though I did start posting again. Okay, no, there's way more life updates than what I just said. This might just be a talking vlog. Maybe, we'll see. So I've been working on the planner layouts, and I think I've shown, so this was August, right there. I don't want to show this because that's like something I deem more private. And I made a content calendar, and then content planning for the tutoring stuff is right here. I actually posted this, so it's a short on my page if you want to see it. And then I broke it down like this. Okay, one thing you have to keep in mind when you see all of this, I plan to do more than I actually want, because the maximum is, of course, amazing. If I can get that down, it's like top tier. I'm like, you know? So my goal is like, and I don't know, maybe this is part of the reason why I got sick, but I still do it this way. I think it's just innately in me. I plan to do more than I think I can, because like 10-20% lower than what I plan to do is still good. So I'm still happy if there's like things kind of missing within this, because then I know like this is like my high achiever level. I'm still achieving even if I don't meet all of this. So there's that. I did like a brain dump one day just of like all the feelings I was feeling. Is kind of messy in that sense. It's like literally just words. And this was, see, I just want to make sure there's nothing on here that I don't want shown online. And then also just my weekly layouts. I have last week's. I did last week's. I just need to add the cutout, which I didn't do because I have not been feeling well. But I feel better today. I also ran today, so I do really short runs. Again, I think I've mentioned this before on this channel. I'm not a runner like, I don't run like over a kilometer in most cases when I go for a run. So yeah, I do like small runs. I walk a lot though. The activity that I think I do the most in terms of physical fitness, if anyone's trying to follow my weight loss journey, which I'm taking it really slow, and I'm really happy with that, because I've done faster weight loss where I did a lot in order to lose weight. Looking back, it was a lot, and I just think, I don't know how to say this other than, what is the bare minimum I have to do in order to get to a desired physique? And then that's kind of like how I'm training my body to be used to or accustomed to that level of activity for maintenance. And when I was doing a lot, I just think I had a lot of I remember when I was lifting really heavy and I was lifting like 5-6 times a week, I just think I had a lot more injuries and issues, and I realized just because recovery was not there. And I'm dealing with a lot of that now and fixing it now, and it's been a lot of work. And I just realized, looking back, I was doing too much. I do remember even then I took a bit of a break when COVID started, and I wasn't like lifting as heavy, and I had kind of reduced the intensity of my workouts, and it was almost like a lot of the inflammation just went away overnight. And I just think for a while I was really inflamed, and it looked good. It was almost like having a constant level of like a pump, which is just like water in the area. And yeah, I'm not doing that to myself again. I'm definitely not doing that to myself again. I just don't think there's a point. I really enjoy lifting, but I'm not going to overdo it this time. I'll slowly work my way up to a level that is sustainable, but also because to me, weightlifting and heavy weight training, it's a hobby. I get a kick out of it. It's like fun to me. So to get that in balance is my main goal. And definitely, I do think I had a bit of an exercise addiction. Exercise was my thing. It was like anytime things were shitty, I exercised. And I was definitely exercising in replacement of emotional coping and sometimes like even facing things that were happening. So I'm trying not to do that anymore. And I feel like God really took a firm hand, took a firm hand on my shoulder and guided me to have to step away from all of that. So I would have to learn how to deal with my emotions properly without any distractions or without using overusing exercise as a coping mechanism. And I know firmly in my heart that's what happened. That might piss people off to hear, or someone might get triggered by that, but I know that's true for me. I do remember like my first call with my counselor when I did the consultation session. I was like, I'm doing everything. I exercise, I do this, I do that. I go, I was volunteering at my spiritual center. I was attending the spiritual center weekly. Like I was doing all these things. I was like, I still feel like complete and utter crap. Like none of it's working anymore. And yeah, I remember one session he just told me, he's like, just do less. Just do less. And I looked at him like he was crazy because I was trying to do more. I was still trying to find 10, 20 minutes a day where I could do more. And so, yeah. Of course, that's not to say don't use exercise to help with emotional regulation. I do still think that it has merit, but I think I was doing it too much. There's a balance. Like it can't just be, to me, I think it became almost like a way to escape dealing with things and dealing with my emotions and not having to deal with them through or in relationship, which actually can hurt your relationships. Because it was like, okay, it was coming from a place of like hyper independence and thinking that I needed to handle everything on my own and being afraid of being disappointed by the people I was in relationships with if they weren't perfect at managing, not managing, but like responding to what I was saying or how I was feeling. So I just think it was in a toxic way because it definitely is something that I feel like can hurt your relationships if you were doing it or if you are doing it the way I was, where it was like almost to avoid vulnerability, and at the heart of that is to avoid disappointment, which I know a lot of people might understand that are listening or watching this. And for me, it was to avoid feeling angry at people. And then that was to avoid having to set boundaries and have uncomfortable conversations. So you can see where that would lead you in the wrong direction. It was like a way to let out my frustration and anger, and then I wouldn't have to express my frustration and anger at people because then I would have had an outlet for it already, and then I didn't need to talk to them about my frustration and anger, and then I could kind of almost keep this false sense of peace in all my relationships. And at this time I was definitely villainizing anger. So yeah, honestly, you can't be vulnerable or have good relationships if you don't accept and integrate and make space for the ugly parts, which is the being disappointed by people or getting angry at them. Like you can love someone and get angry at them. So like getting angry at people, that's a normal part of healthy relationships. You spend that much time with people, they're gonna do things sometimes that you don't like or that are gonna piss you off or you're not gonna understand or that are gonna make you mad or make you feel embarrassed. And I just feel like when I say that it helped me avoid vulnerability, it was because then I wouldn't have to express those things because it felt like I had dealt with them emotionally, because I had like that cathartic release. When I lift heavy, I have such an almost powerful, and it can be addictive. I get like this like strong powerful release of emotions, and it helps me. And at the time, that was like my replacement for having to have uncomfortable conversations with people and expressing disappointment, anger, frustration, like all that. So okay, of course I missed the best update of all, which is like, what am I reading right now? I've been reading The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I'm like 30 pages into this one. And then on my reading list, and I have started this as well, but not as intently, is This Body is Grief, Making Peace with the Loss That Comes with Living in a Body. I really enjoy this so far. I don't necessarily agree with some of the things, though I do see the merit in everything that the person is saying. A lot of the times I'm very open to learning. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is how much bangs I cut. It actually looks a lot better now that it's washed. I cut them thicker. Guys, I can't believe I cut my own bangs. Look at me getting distracted. Like, who is she? Okay, and you know what's really toxic? I've been considering just cutting my hair really short by myself. I was like considering cutting it this short. Just kind of having a... But I stopped myself. I stopped that thought yesterday in the process, but I had it. Anyways, back to the books. This so far is so good. She's like a healer, and he's kind of this very dark energy. She's definitely like a light energy type of person, and he's sick and he needs someone to heal him, but they're kind of, I guess you call them like factions or groups or whatever. They don't really mix and they don't like each other, and yeah, so she's kind of being forced to help him, and that's where I'm at in the book so far. I really like it. I know it's gonna be really good. Then of course I'm still reading the Throne of Glass series, and I'm on Crown of Midnight. I am, how far in am I? I'm a few chapters in, but I didn't mark my page for some reason, so it's gonna take me a while to figure out what page I'm on, but I'm a few chapters into this one. And yeah, that's my book update. And yes, this is amazing, and I'm so happy that I'm reading this, but mostly right now I'm reading these two. I'm gonna get to content planning with you guys for the vlog week. That'll be the next video post. And yeah, that will not be in this, but yeah, there you go.